What's up YouTube, Double R, hey RC Richie, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we got on the bench the CR18P Evo Pros, and we're doing links. Just want to show you my experience with it. And my very first experience was with the FX118. These are the Hobbyplus links. They definitely going to give you a little bit more clearance. But there's a couple things you want to know going into it if you are a V2 owner with the V2 axles. So as you can see, the juice up is already upgraded, and we also have the steering link in the front. Very simple, pretty much plug and play. But like I said, the links in the front are normal. Everything would just go straight up. But the ones in the rear, because we are rocking the V2 axles, you're going to have to change out the pivot balls. And not only that though, it still does not fit comfortably inside here. So what I have to do is take a little file and just remove some of this material in here. But as you can see, look at the clearance. Pretty good. Pretty much even with the skid. And not to mention your upper links. In order to achieve this at full compression, you're gonna have to move the upper hole, move the upper links into the upper hole. Normally stock is in a lower hole. You just got to move that up one hole, and you won't get any interference right there. Same thing I had to do with my FX118. This one is not as tucked right there, but that's only because of my where I have my spring set up. But you can see the clearance right there. So is it necessary? I've never broken a link. I've seen others talking about breaking links. And these are your factory links. So basically this is what it looks like stock. The Unimog still has the front steering. So as you can see right now, you know, the factory links aren't that bad. But we'll gain a little bit of more clearance. And one thing to note too, also, if anybody worrying about gaining weight or wanting to add weight, you're only going to gain 9 grams. But yeah, let's get at it. Just want to show you guys real quick, and I'll show you what I'm talking about when we get into the pivot ball situation. So stay tuned. Okay, your steering links, there goes your part number. And your high clearance links, part number for that. But yeah, let me just show you real quick. These are the rear links. So all hardware is already included, but what you're gonna have to do now is change out this one to one of the supplied ones that are in here. And you know, put the O-rings on here. So you're gonna have to remove the O-rings from this one to remove that, and then put the new ones on. You could just, you know, transfer over the O-rings or just use the ones that are supplied in there. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys real quick. And yep, so the front is pretty easy to do. We're just gonna have remove this one, remove this side, and remove it from the steering horn. And just reverse the process. You're gonna have to use you're definitely gonna have to use the hardware that you have, that it comes with. And that one's pretty easy to do. So we'll do that one. And then now when we go into the rear, easiest way to do it is you're going to want to remove your wheels so you can access the bolt to the shocks. So what I like to do is remove the wheels, remove the lower links, and then go from there. I like to usually do one link at a time. Like I said, these links in here, these are the ones that are pretty tough to get to because of the placement. But as you can see where it goes in this way, you're going to want to get your drill bit in this way and, you know, break it free. But once you have this removed and this one, and then you're going to have better access to get to that. And yep, that's about it for that one. Just checking that out. My first time seeing that. Must be the grease from inside seeping out. Okay. Excuse me. All right, stay tuned. Okay, we got the steering links in. I don't know what's right or wrong, which way steering servo should be laying, but the factory way was the opposite. So I did put the servo mount on there, and then we flipped over the servo. One thing to note is I put the screw in here, and then I had to trim it down so we don't have any rubbing on the back side when it rubs against the pumpkin. But all right, so now we'll just keep that disconnected off the servo mount, because when I go to do the links, the upper links need to tap into the mount. Okay, we got the front disassembled. Another thing to note is once you got your front shocks, this is the bottom link attached to it still. I just go like this, flip it back. This is actually a pivot ball. Kind of hard to do with one hand. Really. And that's the link. So once by you taking out that pivot ball, now you have to replace the pivot ball inside there with one of the supplied one like that. So you'll put that inside the bottom of your shock link. You're going to get separate hardware now to go through the actual shock hole and then through the bottom link. And then remember the front ones pivot balls stay the same in the front. The ones in the rear are the ones that change. Definitely want to make sure that you put Loctite on those screws tapping into the frame, because that is metal on metal. And I've definitely had these lower links back out on me before. Another quick tip is make sure you don't have any binding. I'm going to show you the difference. But when the link is too tight, so you definitely want to have a little bit of play in there. So just feel it. Not too much, you know. Okay, you can see the rear link now. Like I said, you're going to have to change it and move to the lower position. You can see the stock one is still in the old position. You want the other position now, so we can get full compression with the links not banging into each other. And I have the axle off, so I'm gonna take off this pivot ball, 2 O-rings on there, and then we're gonna transfer one of these into there. And we're going to change over the O-rings. And then we're going to go over to this axle. And right inside here, in between here, is I'm going to file this down and show you how much material we have to take off. Okay, I want to show you this. That's the pivot ball, the new one that comes supplied. And as you can see, we have a little bit of friction in there, and it's not going to go in smoothly. So we're just going to file this down, and already this is my third set now that I'm doing. So I'm gotten pretty much used to it now. My first one was the FX 118 that I had to do too, because that one was converted over to V2 axles as well. Comes with the stock V1. And as you can see, this is a flat file. You can get these from Harbor Freights. Always keep a toothbrush around. And I kind of do a little bit at a time. And we just about there. Let's see if these holes line up. Yep. And there you go. So it doesn't take much. It's just a little bit of the plastic you're gonna have to remove. And yeah, this is the perfect thing. You can also do it with the X-Acto blade. I've done it with that as well. But I like these files, man. These files come in different shapes, and so far these files have been clutch. But yep, there you go. I'm gonna do the other side, put it all back together, and show you the finished product. Okay, there we go. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Yeah. So now we got another one complete. You see it? Pretty cool. So in the beginning of the video, did I say, is it worth it to get these high clearance links? Absolutely. I mean, look at the fit and finish of this. Absolutely changes the look of the rig. Matches the chassis rails. I think those exposed edges sets it off. Again, you're going to gain 9 grams total. I'm not sure exactly about the front. Definitely gaining some up there in the front. But yeah. And let's get it over to the course and hit a couple lines real quick. Okay. Definitely getting some rubbing. All right, y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. Like and subscribe.